Hello and welcome to the show. Listen, the holidays can come with a lot of joy, a lot of pain, and a lot of stress, which is why it is important to make sure the holidays also come with a lot of love, no matter what we're going through right now. Our guests today are all here to help us make sure we're all showing just a little more love. Chanel Scott is a savvy single woman and the co-host of the podcast Relationships Matter. And also with us today, Dr. Joseph and Lynette Williams. He is the senior pastor and she is the first lady of Salem Bible Church here in Metro Atlanta. They have been married 8 years, together for 20. Wonderful stories that all of you share on social media. And it's just really nice to have you here on the show to talk about your practical approaches to love from different angles, right? Mm-hmm. Chanel, I want to start with you because I know, and you spent some time talking about this, during the holidays, being single, there's oh, you poor baby. Don't poor baby. It's okay. We all have sometimes a season where we're just getting reconnected. Mm-hmm. And you get reconnected sometimes by taking yourself all the way to Bali for the holidays.
All the way to Bali, Dubai, Jamaica, Vegas, wherever I decide that I want to go. Mm-hmm. I mean, as a single person, you have the freedom to be able to travel and do the things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel the pressure during the holidays because when I get those questions of why you haven't had a baby or why you're not married, I redirect the conversation and talk about the things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah. And how important is it for people to understand we can't lock into what we quote unquote don't have? It's important to focus on what we do have, what God has blessed us with.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is absolutely important to focus on what you do have, focus on the positive attributes of your life. As a single person, if I got to live alone, I create a space that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? I personally love games. So you'll see all types of games throughout my house. This is my personal museum.
Yeah.
Do the things that you enjoy doing. I'm a person of purpose. I'm very big on purpose. So if you're purpose driven, if you tap it into your assignment and the things that you love to do, things that you're passionate about, you don't have time to think about what you don't have because you're married to your dreams, your purpose, you're operating in that space. So you're happy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I see you nodding here because some of the same themes are in play here, right?
Absolutely. Chanel talked about freedom, but there is so much freedom in being an individual with your person or being an individual, period. So the freedom that you speak about, we still have that freedom as a couple. And so I think people get so inundated with the pressures of other people and other people's expectations about what you should do because you're single or because you're married or because you have kids. No, we're going to do what we want to do, and we're going to have freedom in that and be celebrated in that.
Yeah. I want to talk just a little bit more just about this concept, being single or not married, right? Because you two dated for 12 years?
Yes, 12 great years.
12 great years.
Yes.
It wasn't great when you...
I mean, it's going to be the person like, well, it was 12 years, right?
So I pulled that ring out.
Now, dear.
Let's talk about what comes with that during the holidays, right? Because I know there's folks watching who are like, is this the year? Is this the year? What do you say to folks in just terms of being comfortable with where you are, whether you're single, dating, you've been together for years, or married? Looks like that's a yes.
It was a slow cooker.
Yeah.
And every year that went by, it was more and more tension. I knew what Lynette wanted from us, and I also knew what was required. So every Christmas, it was like, here we go. So it was tension, but I made the right decision.
You did, babe. Thank you, babe.
Absolutely.
Love you.
Absolutely. So you've been married for 8 years.
8 years.
Two beautiful daughters.
Thank you. Yes.
The conversation that you have with families, right? Especially as I know part of the work that you both do in your church is having conversations with families, right? Families and couples counseling. What do you tell folks to do to sort of take down the level of stress that comes with the holidays?
So I think one of the main things that people have to understand is that times are different. And so our grandparents and our parents in the days of, dating somebody or meeting somebody and getting married after a month, those aren't the times now, right? Like people don't stay married 50 and 60 years after meeting after a month. You may have those outliers, right? So the conversation really is about what do you want out of life? Where do you see yourself? Because the reason that our dating season was so amazing, and I wouldn't take back a single day of it, is because we both lived our lives. And I think people are so concerned. So this is what we tell them. You're so concerned about being wifed up or husband up because you're a certain age, or you need to be in a certain status, because marriage has become this social symbol that you're not accepted unless you are married. And that's not true. So when the conversation is really about embracing yourself, and understanding that the season that you're in, whether it's dating 12 years, whether it's being married, being divorced, or being in that in between, it's just about celebrating whatever season you're in, because if you're happy, you're going to get that back.
Absolutely. Chanel, for folks who say, oh, I just don't want to go to the table, the holiday table again with these questions, and may not have sort of that sense of confidence just yet, where do you tell folks to start?
I would say take control of the conversation, right? I mean, you don't allow someone to badger you. There again, redirect the conversation. Talk about your plans for the holidays.
Right.
You know, when you ask me about the baby, I'm going to tell you about my plans to go to Jamaica. That's what,
Without car seats and diapers.
right. That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the latest projects that I've been working on. I'm going to talk about the things that I am doing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Right. You can't fall into the trap or the pitfall of someone badgering you with questions. Hey, I'm just not in that season right now. But
Which
these are
is
the
where
things
we
I'm
also
doing.
try to jump in with that, oh, how about you? What's love looking like in it, right?
Yes,
Sometimes there's
yes.
just changing the direction of that conversation. We're going to talk more about that when this conversation continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.